Let's first take a look at our top stories. Anti-government protesters in Jerusalem have called for an end to the war in Gaza as Israel's president says Hamas releasing hostages is the key to solving the Gaza war. Meanwhile, at least 40 people have reportedly been killed in Gaza, according to local health officials. US President Donald Trump has said that last week's job report was rigged, just like numbers prior to the presidential election. Trump's unsubstantiated claims comes after he fired the head of America's Labour Statistics Agency over the report. The Kremlin says that US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff's visit to Russia will be useful amid escalating tensions and a sanctions deadline, which has been imposed, with the US putting pressure on a Russia-Ukraine ceasefire. Meanwhile, Russia has urged caution over nuclear rhetoric after Donald Trump earlier announced that 2 nuclear submarines had been moved after tensions with former President Dmitry Medvedev. The Kremlin says everyone needs to be very, very careful. Iran says that accountability from the United States over strikes on its nuclear facilities as part of any future talks between the countries. Tensions have remained over Iran's nuclear program amid discussions on a potential nuclear deal. Talks between Cambodia and Thailand have begun in Malaysia as a fragile ceasefire holds after 5 days of fighting along the disputed border area. Dozens of deaths were reported, with hundreds of thousands of people displaced. South Africa has outlined support measures in response to US tariffs. The Minister of International Relations says South Africa is strengthening trade partnerships after the Trump administration's tariff action. And at least 76 people have died, with dozens missing after a boat carrying mostly Ethiopian migrants sank off Yemen, marking the largest tragedy on this dangerous sea route. But we start with some breaking news this hour as the Kremlin